Hey there everyone, how is it going? My name is Rabbit, and thank you very much for joining me for episode number 43 of Let's Semi-Blindly Play Through Eternal Eyes on the PlayStation 1. In our last episode, Lolita revealed her plans to everyone back at the castle in Ghost Kingdom. She kicked a lot of ass, took no names, but she did leave an invitation for Luke and crew to come to a place called Villee Island so that we could retrieve the princess / angel, I guess. No one's referenced the fact that the princess has these powers after the fact, but we did learn that I guess she is a suitable source of hosting the goddess, so I don't know if it has something to do with her bloodline or if Lolita just thought it would be trolicious to take her away. But either way, let's hand it over to the squad. We were heading to the Goondocks to hop on a boat to Villee Island, but the music is implying that the shit's not going to be happening. So let's see what is going on. What happened? Vorlis seems to have destroyed all the ships to prevent us from getting to Villee. Damn, what are we going to do? Watch your language, Nicole. Elena, we have to hurry. Mom and Dad are there fighting. They're waiting for us. I've got it. There's still another ship. The one under that mansion. Oh my gosh, that one with the skeleton where we found the note from our parents. Elena, these skeletons. Chile's memory told me, yes, it's Mom and Dad. Nas brought them here after their souls were transferred. Ugh. Don't worry, the ship started because it just recognized Luke as an Eternal Eyes. Why didn't it do that before? And that's still so odd to me that Nas was the one tasked with raising Elena and Luke, but the two of them basically functioned like orphans. I guess Nas's contribution was just, okay, I'll preserve your physical body somewhere, but after that, peace out. I'm not raising yo kids. Thanks, Nas. Good looking out, sister. During the war, they also used this ship to get to Villee. Right, let's go. So that is another point that's probably worth mentioning, that Chile did give her memories to Elena, but didn't really reference anything else about it. So we don't know what Elena knows. So this is Villee Island. There's a heavy, brooding atmosphere about this place. And I sense evil. Well, no shit, you guys. Look, there's a tower there. Be careful, everyone. Away! Are we saying away, or are the people on Villee Island who see us approaching telling us to get away? Hey, there's a princess. They just left her out in the open? This must be... It might be a wrap for her. I think that's what we're looking at. Princess, are you all right? Don't worry, she's conscious. Thanks, Mouse. You people are... Princess Fana, how do you feel? We've come to rescue you. We got here in time. Vorlis was going to resurrect Luna inside you. So, that's what he was up to. But why did they just leave her here? Or did they just cut from us approaching the tower on the island to us infiltrating it and finding her in one of the cells? Or was she just left out on the walkway before you get to the front door? I don't really understand that jump cut there, but we'll go along with it, y'all. We'll go along with it. Now that I've awakened as an angel... Oh, okay. Well, I was just roasting them, saying no one has referenced this at all, but here we go. She is talking about it. It shouldn't be easy to do such a thing. That is probably why Vorlis failed. Oh, so then he left the body? But how glad I am that you're all right. It doesn't look like we'll be able to move from here for a while. Luke, leave the two to me and Mouse and pursue Vorlis. The two? Like the two ladies? What the fuck, do you think they're property? Luke, you go about your business. I'll look after the broads. I'm on my way. Come back when you need something. Oh, y'all, this might be the final tower. Luke, take care. Holy crap. Is this the final dungeon, you guys? It might be. I mean, I kind of talked about this already, that I don't suspect there's a lot left for us to really do in the game, and I would venture that it's going to wrap up before we hit episode 60, or at least in the early parts of the 60s. That's the vibe that I was getting from this game from the get-go. But holy crap, I wasn't expecting it to be so abrupt, just us here. But it's possible that there's another dungeon after this, but oh my goodness. So maybe our last episode should have been the final for this recording session so that we can stretch this out a little bit, you guys, and have some excitement. But we will take on one fight. I feel like this is such an awkward place for us to go ahead and call it a recording session. But let me see. I think this is number 12, right? So we've banged out a good batch. Don't mind me, I just wanted to, see, here we go, triple check that I hadn't overlooked throwing any jewels at anyone. So we'll just toss these bad boys, swiftness up, woo-doo-doo-doo-doo, and I will worry possibly about evolving them further when I feel the time is right. It's not going to be anytime soon. You guys already know I hunkered down and got people looking spiffy, and well, by spiffy I mean they're atrocious. I mean, Haresh is quite beautiful, but I can't get over Lafern's transformation. It still triggers me, but I digress. Underground passage, let's dive right in. I'm expecting that we'll get through this fight fairly quickly, and yeah, we'll just do, I think it was it the Holodolls? Where we also kind of had this awkward ending to a recording session because I started one video. So we'll make it work. We'll make it work. Just as I thought, it's full of monsters. We must stop the resurrection of the goddess of destruction at all costs. Let's go and let nothing stop us. That sounds like a final speech to me, y'all. Oh my goodness. It makes me sad every single time, even though, oh, hold on. Let me wait to QQ about the fact that we're almost done with another LP. Although I always get like this. Okay, we finally have a few more monsters. What was that? 4 over there and then 3 over here. So we have 7. Okay, that feels a little bit better, but not by much. Let's peep these guys. It looks like the recolors of a bat we've seen before. Apple bat. Why is it apple? It's green. I guess they're green apples. Gustoga and Flasher Bolts, neither of which happen to be new to us. We have seen these before. I think we've even got both of those spells. But what do you say, friends? We just dive right in. I'll come over here on his side. And I think, how much HP? Oh, 216. Yeah, y'all, we're gonna be just going right on through this room right here. If Vorlis thought that these monsters would be enough to stop us, he's got another fucking thing coming. Let me just say that. But yes, as I was beginning to offer to you guys, and I say this, I think in every single LP we have done, that it just makes me so sad. Ooh, this one's kind of like a mini AoE. I feel it, I like it. But it makes me so emotional every time we approach the concluding segments of the games. And it's not necessarily that for all of these games I am not ready to start something new. We've definitely played some titles where, you know, the ending came right on time so that we could start a new series and a new Let's Play project together. But for whatever reason, no matter how eager I am to move forward into another journey with you all, it still feels so crazy to think that it's all coming to a head and it's all going to be ending fairly soon. It just makes me a little sad. It goes by really quickly. Oh my gosh. Of course I can't reach him. And I think that's as far, because that's a range 4. I don't think I have range 5 abilities. Oh, well, that sucks a little bit for Lafern, but maybe what I can do is try to kick her out first after they take their series of turns, and we'll see if we can get a nice little AoE off once all of them kind of converge a little more closely to where our team is chilling and hanging out over here. And you guys had better not fuck with my treasure chest. I'm only gonna say it once. That's all y'all are gonna get. I mean, granted, I'm gonna kill you anyway, so perhaps these warnings don't mean a whole lot, but it doesn't matter. Don't touch my fucking chest. But yeah, I don't know if you guys ever feel that way too as we approach the concluding episodes of an LP, or if for some of you, depending on what was played, you feel more excitement than anything else because you're like, yes, now I'm ready to see what she's going to be tackling next. Or, I don't know, maybe just in general, you know what, Lukey Dookie? I'm actually going to attack this because I don't trust these assholes. And I like that they're nice and lined up for me here. Maybe what I'll do is I'll move Luke over here because we might need to run and grab that guy who's hiding off in the back there. We'll see how it plays out. Ooh, yes. I'll see if I can kill this guy. Should be a 1-hit kill. An OTK, as they say in the competitive scene, right? No, ignore me. I am such a non-tryhard. It's not even funny. Well, let's see what you've got. Actually, if I can, I might just move back here. We'll leave some room for Lafern, and I might be able to kill this one that's chilling in the back. I know, you thought we couldn't see you. Oh, nope. not quite. But Haresh is no longer the absolute powerhouse he was when he was in that more Grim Reaper type form. So I guess I should take what I can get. All right, let's see. Oh my God, I don't know why I keep clicking on pink on Lafern because it's never really done anything. And I'm trying to peep newer spells and get some AoE shit going off, but I guess white is not the category to do that. I don't think we've seen Shaker, but that's also solo. Ripple is old news, I'm pretty sure. That was what we had started off with ages and ages ago, back when we were a little tiny mushroom. We've got Glycicle, which I thought that one was AoE too. Lavina is for sure, right? Is it just me? Are you guys seeing there's no AoE grid that's popping up for those? Whereas this one does have one. So I don't know, whatever. Let's just pick it. We don't need to be here all day. Either way, whether it's in our next turn or the one after that, they're going down. But okay, focus, Rabbit. We're talking about games reaching their end, and regardless of whether you guys enjoyed this specific game or not, how you guys feel when we approach the end. I think it's always a mixed bag for me. So for games like Hoshigami, that the story was great, but there was just so much padding between the plot points, I was sad that the journey ended to an extent. And I think that extent was that I wish there had been more story, or I wish that I could have navigated the story more and the game was structured to where you could play things a little more fluidly. I just think it was a very choppy game, to use very non-descriptive words here that I'm attempting to convey my emotions about Hoshigami. I loved a lot about the game, but there were a lot of things that I still to this day, reflecting on it, think that the story would have been better told across just a regular turn-based RPG as opposed to their strategy RPG makeup. I think they tried to do too much and it made the game a little awkward, and it didn't flow very well in my opinion. But I understand that for some folks, I'm not going to be able to really get over to where Haresh is hanging out, and that's kind of where I want to be, but that's okay. We'll try to just kill these 3 that are here. But oh no, then, well, if I do it this way, so I was looking and thinking, Lafern's not going to be able to kill this thing. Well, maybe she can. We'll definitely kill this guy. And then the other one might run back over there. I don't know. I'm trying to do this efficiently, but at the end of the day, I guess there's a point where efficiency isn't going to trump the lack of difficulty. It just is going to move along at its own pace and its own rate. Now, I could try one of those abilities that I wasn't feeling super impressed with, and it didn't have. Do we have anything? Tormento or Tomento. That's right, because I thought it reminded me of tomatoes for some reason. I guess we can try Shaker now. This is a little wild. I'm not sure what's with the line, unless it hits everyone in the straight line. Oh, it does. Ooh, that's kind of cool. I'm going to move over here, though, so that there's room for other folks to get in the nitty-gritty and take out these last 2 foes that are holding on for dear life. But yes, Hoshigami, I feel the conclusion came at a time where I was a little over the mechanics of the game, but I was still sad that the story was ending the way that it did, because I really did I feel like, again, if the game had a different means of relaying its story to you as the player, I could absolutely see myself playing through it again on my own just to get the different endings. And I think it's something that it does have replayability in the fact that once you know how everything kind of goes, it's not that hard to redo the game with greater ease, because you already know what's better to scale up, you know how to make your coin find powerful. So it removes a lot of the guessing that I think really burdens the experience for people going into it blindly and who maybe aren't familiar with strategic RPGs in the first place as well. It just had so many hurdles and obstacles, and it was just very clunky to me. But I still liked the game, and I don't think it's as terrible as some people might think it is, but I also don't think it's as great as some people think it is. I think the challenge is effectively removed in a replay if you understood how to really capitalize on the game's shortcomings your first time through. So I feel like if I ever did play it again, and I would never, ever record it, I would probably be able to beat it in half the time because I know exactly how I'd want to build everyone up on my team and what I would need to do to have a powerful team that could just blast on past any and all enemies that dare stand in my way. But with all of that being said, I think that's a good example for me of a game where I was sad that it was over, but simultaneously excited that it was over. And I was ready to move on to our next project. Oh, we've already seen a golden apple. I had suspected as much, but I wanted to still hop on over here just to triple check. And for those of you who don't recall, it is a shining apple that is eaten by the gods, and it restores a large amount of HP. Not something that we are really needing right now, or that we've been struggling with too much. So why don't we wrap things up by throwing some orbs? Ooh, we got folks that can learn magic, so let's prioritize that. We've got Gigia. That's great. Oh, you can still learn more spells. Actually, everyone over here can learn some spells. Olivier, hopefully I have something else that's going to work for you. Ooh, Igniga. That's the next form of Ignis, which we've not seen. Oh, poo. Looks like no new spell for you after all, Olivier. So giving you the MP up, maybe not the best use of spells, but it's okay. We're just going in order, and however it lands is how it's gonna be. Let's see, Haresh is next. Oh shit, but Lafern would learn a spell. Oh well, sucks to be you, Lafern. We're going through the motions. More MR, perfect. Nothing in pink, and 1 white wisdom. Okay, so this is fine. And more magic resistance for Olivier. Okay, so that actually worked out not too terribly. I think everyone's in a so-so position. We didn't get anything new to equip. I'm pretty sure it was just jewels and that apple, which we've seen before. So that should be it in terms of scaling people up via the orbs in our inventory. There's nothing new to equip onto Lukey Dookie either. So I think this is a good-ish, good enough stopping point, honestly. So what is going to happen, my darlings, when we come back together in a few weeks? Because as I already noted, we are going to go ahead and just part ways here for this recording session. We knocked out about 12 episodes, which I think is more than enough. That'll take us about 2 weeks, because I'm guessing I may or may not get an upload up on Thanksgiving Day itself. We'll see how it goes, but I'm gonna guess that the 12 episodes are going to span roughly a 2-week period, so more than likely you'll be ready for more Paladin's Quest anyway. But it's going to be my guess, I'm gonna throw it out there, that this is probably the beginning of the end. So I would venture that our next batch of episodes will take us into the late 50s of our episodes, and more than likely that'll bring us right to the end of the game. So I'm going to have some polls probably rolling out. I think I already know what I'm planning on playing for our next set of games, but I'm thinking more in terms of the future and future content. I want to try weaving in more suggestions from people instead of just blindly picking whatever I feel like playing on the day when I'm like, all right, we're starting something new. So we'll see how I do it. I do kind of like having a little bit more control and surprising you guys with things that maybe you haven't heard before. But I don't know. I'm really torn on a few things, so perhaps I'll roll out some straw polls, or I think Facebook has the functionality to do polls as well. We'll see. Anyway, I digress. You guys are like, okay, Rabbit, this is kind of a weird way for you to end this, as is the life of Rabbit. I'm always so weird, you guys. Are you just now figuring this out? Hey, welcome. My name is Rabbit. You're 43-ish episodes into this Let's Play. I guess it'll be 44 at the start of our next video. And you're just now discovering that I'm not normal. Okay, where have you been, friends? Where have you been? But anyway, love bugs, when we do come back in video number 44, we will start off on the ground floor. I might redo the underground passage just to grab more jewels. I don't think I'm ready to commit to trying to evolve our puppets further yet, but it would be nice to get everyone to their final form prior to us actually tackling the final boss. But again, it's kind of up in the air. This could be the final dungeon, but there might be another one after this. I really don't know. The buildup is here. Our parents are allegedly somewhere here in the form of puppets. We took the ship that has their bones on it, which I still think is creepy, that Nos didn't just bury them, but I get it. She wanted to preserve the actual corpse so that if there was a way to remove the souls from the puppet and put it back into the skeletons, like, I don't know, would they be reanimated and just be skeletons, or would they reform flesh and organs? I think some people did not think this through all the way, but it's fine. I think this is really not the first point in the game where we need to suspend our belief to make things flow properly, but it's okay. So we'll just see if it's the end or not. I'm sure I will banter quite a bit about that when we do kickstart our next batch of videos, but allow me to not waste any more of your time and just staring at this very exciting screen with this backdrop of a spooky tower or spooky castle and throne room. So I will see you guys in a couple of weeks. I will possibly roll out some polls to gather your feedback for ideas of what you'd like to see, if not for a series to follow immediately after this one, something maybe to take place this series after that. We'll see. But either way, everyone, I hope that you are all doing well as you watch this. Once again, if I don't have the ability to wish you a happy Thanksgiving or happy US Thanksgiving, I don't know how many other Thanksgivings overlap with America's or with North America's, but I will throw that out either way. So thanks again for watching, everyone. My name is Rabbit. This is my semi-blind run through Eternal Eyes on the PlayStation 1, and I am so happy that you guys are here with me for the ride, and I'm greatly looking forward to us wrapping this up, although simultaneously a little sad about it. But either way, I am eagerly looking forward to whatever new adventures await on the horizon for us once this one is all said and done. So until we come back together in episode number 44, take care, be good, and I look forward to seeing you guys at that time where we might be heading straight forward into the beginning of the end. So I'll see you guys then. Take care until then, everyone. Bye.